What's going on? It's Fight Season MMA, and today I want to talk about Jamahal Hill being just genuinely confused. And I don't know what's up with him about talking that he's better than Alex Pereira, but this is some crazy stuff that I just want to go over real quick. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe. That's the greatest way to show your support. I truly love making videos, and if you guys want to stay in touch with everything I do, please stay subscribed just so you get notified when the content is released. Let's jump right into the video. Okay, recently Jamahal Hill in an interview again came out and said that he is flat out better than Alex Pereira, and this is absolutely insane to me. I just don't understand how someone can deal with losing so bad. I understand that Jamahal Hill thinks that the knockout at UFC 300 was rigged, considering that it was a kind of a weird stoppage. Alex Pereira was able to get closer to him, and he was ultimately knocked out by Alex Pereira. But Jamahal Hill has not stopped talking about this fight since it was given up. You look at even his reaction after UFC 303's knockout against Yuri Prochazka. He automatically said that he was better than Yuri and that he's better than Alex Pereira too, which, like I said, is still crazy considering that he got knocked out by Alex Pereira in the first round at UFC 300. But I just don't know where Jamal's delusion is running from right now. I think it's just stemming from the fact that he can't accept loss, which is something that is absolutely crazy to me. But ultimately, Jamahal Hill needs to be able to get a win to fight Alex Pereira back again. Someone like a Nikita Krylov or Yuri Prochazka, again, would be great wins for Jamahal Hill to start building his way up to a title. The light heavyweight division isn't exactly the deepest division in the UFC, so a couple wins for Jamahal Hill would be something for him to do just so he can get back fighting against Alex Pereira. And I do think a fight that they should rebook is the Khalil Roundtree Jr. versus Jamahal Hill fight. I think that is a good place to start for Jamahal Hill, just fighting an up-and-comer who has been in the light heavyweight division for a while, but someone who is on a 5-fight winning streak in that light heavyweight division. Jamahal Hill really just needs to take his time right now. He needs to get right back into the octagon and fight someone and grab that win before he can start talking to Alex Pereira, because when he did vacate the belt and he did come back to fight Alex Pereira at UFC 303, he didn't look like he was in the greatest shape in the world. I know he kind of took that fight on short notice, which I understand. Fighting at UFC 303 made a lot of sense. He probably made a lot of money off of that fight, and he probably received some pay-per-view points, just considering that he was the champion prior to relinquishing the belt. But Jamahal Hill's UFC career can't ultimately be defined by I can beat Alex Pereira at any time, at any point, when in reality he got knocked out in the first round. That is something that Jamahal Hill is going to be able to really look back at and say that he wasted his time on this part of his career just chasing Alex Pereira again. Because the first thing he said after losing to Alex Pereira was just that he didn't care about the belt. He didn't care about the money. He just wanted to get that fight back. And that is a really bad mindset to be, considering that this is ultimately your career. And I understand it was an embarrassing loss to Alex Pereira getting knocked out that bad, but he shouldn't be super focused on Alex Pereira rather than just the next fight. Ultimately, Jamahal Hill is still a great fighter. He's a top 3 UFC light heavyweight right now, and he has to focus on his next fight, presumably against Khalil Roundtree, although nothing has been made official yet, but that's just who I'm assuming it's going to be next. They're going to rebook that fight. And ultimately, I do think that Jamahal Hill getting a win or two would be right back in that light heavyweight title picture. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Fight Season MMA and breaking down Jamahal Hill's recent delusion about Alex Pereira. If you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. Subscribing is the greatest way to show your support, and 99% of viewers who watch my videos are not subscribed. And also, while you're down there, please turn on the post notification so you get notified whenever I make a video. Please enjoy the content, and I will see you guys very soon with more UFC news and updates and rankings.